Hi, welcome to clickmyproject.com. Let us see our project title is Mobiflage, Deniable Storage Encryption for Mobile Devices. The adversary has the encrypted device and full knowledge of Mobiflage design. The user is expected to refrain from disclosing of the key. The adversary can directly access the device's storage and can have root level access to the device after capturing it. Deniable encryption algorithms have been devised to hide the existence of encrypted data to address obstacles that can compromise flexibly deniable encryptions in a mobile environment. We can see our project data flow diagram is we can start the process. The user selected file transmission of another user. Before transmission process, files should be encrypted. The encrypting process, the server given us key and password that file, both of them encrypting the file in key and password and user files. The key and password adding footer value. To add key and password in real file footer column, that file size is large. To save one folder, that folder must be hidden volumes. So after destination key decrypting process, key should verification. After that, key shame file to compare matching user file in hidden folder another user to see in our user folder. That folder should be empty box, but that file inserting folder, that file size displayed but file good in displayed in folder. The after destination key decrypt process, the key verification process, it should be correct in key verification process. That file only given as user, but key verification not correct, that file we can't given in user. The after destination key decrypting process compare matching user file in hidden folder. The for security purpose, same IP address is generated in that file given user, but wrong IP addresses will be generated, that user hacking process. So we didn't getting the file. We can see our project demo is user can selecting file, which file send another user. So I have file only, so the file information shown below here, the file path and file size and file name and file extensions. The file extensions I got in text files only. So to click on the fetching data button, so whatever content inside the text files, the overall content shown here. To click on the view content button, the word count and line count and file name displayed here. How much of words use it inserted in content, the total word count displayed here. The word count total was 564 and file size and line count total line 21 only. So to click on the next button, here this segment is encryptions process in data encryptions process. So to click on the selecting here, so I have to select in data compare text file, then insert in overall containing text files shown here in overall data in rich text box. To click on the data encryption button, the overall data is encrypting process. The overall data encrypting the process to shown on rich text box 2 to generate in hash key functions. The adversary has some memories of forcing the users reveal their encryption keys and passwords. The user is expected to refrain from disclosing the true key. File must encrypting process to generate hash key functions. That hash key, whatever data used in content, depending on generating hash key functions, it will not depending on data generated hash key, it will not same data after encryption, that key will be unchanged. For security purpose, that will not open real data. The same both are equal in hash key functions. Hereafter the decrypting process will open the text files. So another user guarding the real value. Didn't the hash key functions both not equal, the same file not getting the another user. Click on the decode button, the message box will open in user doesn't exist. The decode password will be generated. The password and key generating same file, it verification of process. If any other user used file or file the same file used in any user, that process not moving another stage, it should be closed in user detail. So key and decode password will be generated. So decode key will be shown here and decode password 430. So allocated the same file, the same user in the decode key and decode password. Click on the next button. The storage file system to encrypting through the process of files shown here. So key generated, decode key and decode password will be generated. To click on the encrypt file button, the overall process to adding the footer in value in real value. So the footer value to adding the storage in encrypting process. So the decode key and decode password will be added in storage file system. So click on the next button, merge item on, it should be encrypting the process. To click on the encrypted key button, the decode key will be encrypting the process. So to click on the encrypted password, the password will be encrypt shown here in this text box. To click on the add item button, that any user getting file, if any way of process that file we want to open to adding footer value, when will decrypting the process to depending hidden volumes and footer process that time only getting read file. To click on the next button, in this framework it is used in offset calculation of Mobiflage. The offset calculation means footer value in encrypting the process hereafter to adding the merge item of real value and footer process. That process only saving the cloud file. So the process saving the one folder, that folder in the hidden volumes. The another users we have to see in the folder should be an empty process, but file it should be inserted in the folder. So to click on the which folder to save on the file system, so I have to select in place file folder, file to save on the folder. To select this folder, the files found in 19 files inside already 19 files inserted in that folder, but folder it should be empty process. We can see another users, so when will another users we can see the folder, that folder it should be an empty process, but for files are inserting the here. The files 19 files already existed. To click on the offset calculation button, hidden files in folder, so the overall files they are in the same hidden folder. To click on the button, before hidden volumes using offset calculation count files 19, but after hidden volumes using offset calculation empty files shown using offset calculation in hidden volumes. Another user usually getting the informations, so but that process offset calculation, if it is used offset calculations, the file folder it should be empty process, but when will use it to see file folder, but file folder empty process. Before process the file path is shown here in file folder, easily getting the another user, it is a hacking process. To avoid a hacking process, it is used in offset calculation. To click on the next button, that same file save in cloud process to select an folder that your IP address is entered on text box. This is security purpose. So my IP address 160 is 192.168.0.66. so we have to select in files, and so combo box, the combo box to load in the which file you have to select, so that file only save in the cloud process. So I have to select in that file. To click on the folder path, so hidden folder, so I have to select in, we have to show in folder name and folder and files count and file extensions. The folder name machine folder, the how many files already exist in the selecting folder then shown here. The files are shown. To click on the folder path button, the user selecting files, the how many files count in inserting the content, that count is displayed here. The file extensions text files. To click on the folder size button, already I have to mention in folder the same folder selecting on that process, so the folder size is 23654. The 23654, that depending about the to click on the real value button, so processing value of the server process. So to click on the sending process button, the overall files and time only 392 milliseconds got in the process. To sending to receiving the text files button, so the mobile path is file folder is displayed here. The file folder only in display in receiver file. On the OK button, to click on the check detail button. To click on the check detail button, the check detail button use real IP addresses and server IP addresses. We will check in the process, both are equal category, that same file are equal category, the files are, but we are not same IP addresses we have to generate. We can't give your password in server process. Find duplicating process, the same user using same file many times can be find out and neglecting the process in server process. To click on the next button, the duplicated folder shown here, the duplicated count files in folder, that how many files are duplicating in the same folder, the all files are neglecting the process in server. So we want to which file, the file name is entered on text box. Want to data compare text files, so to enter on this text box I have to enter in encrypting the process, but that same file IP addresses, the same IP addresses generated, that only given in decode key in decrypting the process. After decrypted the key to enter on user, the same file will given user in user. So to click on the decrypt file button, so for server process to neglecting a footer value only given in hidden volumes, user getting real value in after verification process in server, the same IP addresses and key will be generated, reaching files folder in user process. The users getting the process in real value of file folder. The click on the next button, so we have to see in analysis process, time analysis and file count duplicated process. To click on the time analysis button, the how many files duplicated files in setting the same users that are neglecting the process in user count.